Who are you?
It is I, Athena.
Athena. Wow. You sent me that owl, didn't you? Wow. Thanks. What do I need to do? I feel so lost and confused.
You cannot defeat the Christians on your own, and you face a greater threat than you know.
A greater threat. Okay. But what do I need to do to defeat this great threat?
My dear brother, you will have to leave Mini-Capamonia and travel to the Isle of Lesbos there. You will find the help you need to defeat this threat to our people and to all mankind.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, I think.
When you get to Lesbos, you will find that if you speak from the heart truly and be true to your cause, that will be all that you will need to return with what you need, though death will breathe down your neck when you get there.
But going there with nothing but faith and love to offer, no gold, no item imbued with, I don't know, Egyptian sorcery or something, that sounds like it's doomed to failure.
Have faith, sweet Regis, and you will succeed by your faith and love alone.
What if I can't do it? What if I fail? What if it all falls apart and it's because of me?
You will do it because it is your destiny. It is what our father Zeus hath ordained for you, his son, and my brother, to do.
So I really am Zeus's own son.
I am proud of you, dear brother, of the man you are becoming. But may I give you this advice?
Yes, of course.
Do not be such a little bitch boy about every little thing.
Oh, wow.
Now wake up.
Oh, wow.
God.
That Sunday, in order to do some reconnaissance, Sebastianus went to the Catholic enclave where he attended what the Christians call a mass, but really he had a different agenda and certainly wasn't converting. He was convinced that the answer to the riddle of the mysterious box that he'd found lay there, that the bishop and his newly formed bishopric guard, consisting of none other than Lotilius as its commander, Terricus as its enforcer, and Boorchan the legate marshal as its chief, hid the secret behind the vaulted gates and stone walls of the Fortress Catholica. He stared up at the crucifix on the wall above the Christian altar and made a face, similar to the face Reggie made, but his was better hidden, as he pretended to be simply one of the Christian Mini-Capamonians gone to church to pray on their designated day of observance and service. He followed the crowd and did as they did, when in Rome, after all, was a tradition unchanged. He stood when they stood, sat when they sat, motioned his lips to the repetitive words but did not speak them aloud. He balked at the shaking of hands as a sign of peace, and did not shake hands with people so hell-bent on his destruction, or sadder still, those who would signal, precious to him only doing so because they feared for their own lives if they did not convert. When the time came to receive communion, when his pew all stood up, he slipped through a door in the side. Noticing the bishop taking his leave of the service halfway through, he quietly snuck around, quiet as a cat, to find him. He entered what appeared to be the bishop's office. It was empty. Quietly closing the door, he opened the desk drawers and scoured through his papers. By light of candle, he read through routine church administration papers, until...
What?
There it was. A drawing of the box with the Oriental lettering, with Oriental characters written vertically there on it, and underneath it, construction plans for the Church of St. Ambrose of Milan. And Sebastianus made a horrifying discovery. The church was designed to collapse. Just then, a rustle in the hallway. Sebastianus pocketed the papers, closed the desk drawers and snuffed the candle, sneaking into a closet that housed the bishop's robes, and through the slits of the door kept watching as Bishop Nicodemus entered the room. Sebastianus went undetected. Nicodemus's hand was within mere inches of Sebastianus's face as he put his robes away while Sebastian hid in the very same closet. Still, stealthy as a black cat, Sebastianus remained unnoticed in the bishop's office. But what he saw while he was in there was a sight he would never forget. Peering through the keyhole in the closet door, he watched the bishop stand before a mirror, and after lighting a candle, and then another on either side, the bishop stared at his own reflection in the mirror for a moment, and then began to speak. Practicing for some upcoming speech or sermon, Sebastianus supposed. But he supposed wrong.
And what Sebastian saw in the mirror horrified him. As soon as the bishop began to speak, his reflections began to change, and the mirror glass hazed over his eyes became a glowing yellow, and they refracted in the mirror's light. It wasn't just the candles. His skin became leathery in his reflection, and scarred, and secretions oozed out from his visage's eyeballs. And in his reflection, his hair grew long and black and wiry, and immediately the strong, pungent smell of coal, wet earth, decay, and rotten eggs filled the room as soon as this transformation in the mirror took place. The bishop himself, looking at himself in the mirror, remained unchanged. It was as though there was a different entity altogether in this looking glass. Speaking back to him, Sebastianus thought it was a trick, but it was a freestanding mirror, and there was nothing behind it. He watched through the keyhole of the closet as an unholy conversation took place between the bishop and whatever was looking back at him.
I compel you by Christ to respond to me truthfully.
You have delivered us a male devout, but we need more. If you wish for a union of power and purpose, we need more.
What is it that you need? I ask in the name of God the Father, and compel you, answer true. A vessel, one to open the gate to the septariums, and we can satisfy your desires. The conquest of Rome will not be completely valid while the pagans still exist. You will help me for the cause of the Church Catholica.
Bring a vessel, a male vessel, born under the sign of the scorpion. Bring him, and we can open the gates.
Bishop Nicodemus, the parish council are here. About next week's Easter celebrations, should I tell them you're running late?
Sebastianus watched the bishop snuff out the 2 candles and hurry out the door. After a few moments of waiting, he made his getaway, but was not at all prepared for what, or rather, who, he would find on the way out.
Latrinia Quartica. It just keeps getting weirder by the minute. Is she okay? I have her currently at an undisclosed location. My couch. And yeah, she's fine. Weak, but she is okay. I found her at the Enclave wandering around in a haze. I think she's been drugged up for days. She was looking for you, and I told her I was your cousin. She's all sorts of docile. She just went along with me. That does not sound good. What was she doing there? She doesn't remember, but she is insisting on speaking with you, and only you. Should we let Jonicus know? Not until she says she's ready. We still don't know what exactly happened to her. Ask Antonius if he wouldn't mind dropping in. She has met him before. She will then at least be assured that she is in friendly care. I won't ask, but okay. That, believe it or not, was not the weirdest part of this little incursion. Check these out. These are the Oriental Lightning and the temple construction plans. And what is this? That is the most interesting thing of all. I must have grabbed it too by accident. I didn't know bishops were into black magic. My gods above. When to me Bishop was talking to himself in the mirror, I saw him change. His reflection turned into this monster, beady eyes, glowing yellow, black skin like coal. And I don't know if it was him or the thing in the mirror talking, but his voice changed. There were two voices distinctly speaking. Like a summoning? They talked about finding a vessel, someone born under the scorpion, and how to eradicate us all pagans, and that their victory won't be complete while we exist. The way he was talking, I think I know how it sounds, but I think they're planning on eliminating us all, like, at once. En masse? How would they do that? I don't know. I'm only telling you what I heard what I heard them talking about, if talking is what you could call it. Athena said we face a greater threat than we knew about. In a dream. Athena came to me in a dream. All this weird shit makes me hungry. Talk to Antonius. I gotta catch up with Dion. He will know what to do. Keep Latrinia safe, Sebastianus. I will. I promise.